Hello YouTube, vinyl community, how the devil are you? Um, what what have we got on offer today? Fred response, um, this one's for Martin, vinyl scavenger, um, lovely generous chap as well, great member of this vinyl community, and a lot of people have done videos for him for this particular thread. As usual, I'm sort of lagging behind at the back of the pack. Now he started a thread, which is basically a platform to try and get his subs back up over 500, and I think he's surpassed that. But I do like to try and support people the best I can, which is why I'm doing this thread. And the thread was red or dead, or red and dead. And it's specifically asking people to show albums with red spines, and records, albums, whatever, by artists who have passed away that are in your collection. Now I have plenty of albums that have got red sleeves, etc., but I found that the spines were like white with black lettering on, which was rather odd. I think red spines and lettering on them are pretty tricky to read, but I have found a few. So without further ado, let's get cracking, shall we? Now I think this one's already been shown, but I'll make no apologies for showing it myself. It's the sleeves not in the best of condition. Slade Alive, fantastic banging live album this is. Released in '72, and it's on Polydor. It is red, but I think there's bits of the black imagery that kind of run onto the spine as well. Okay, love Slade, one of my favourites. Next up, it's like a greatest hits album, The Height of Bad Manners, and there's actually a couple of members from this band who have passed away, which would do for the other part of the thread. A chap called Winston Bazoomis for a start, and I think there's Louis Alfonso as well. I think he might be deed, passed away. So yeah, The Height of Bad Manners. I don't know if you can bloody well see the spines red, but I assure you they are. Okay, nice Trojan compilation with a nice young lady on the front. And I do like a lot of these albums. Obviously I love the music, but there's often albums on the inner sleeve or the rear of the outer sleeve that you can also peruse and try and pick up and collect. And I think there's a couple on here I've already got. There's a Ken Booth one on here I've already got. The only one I recognise. But yeah, lovely Trojan comp. You can't beat a good Trojan compilation. Excellent stuff. I hope you're seeing these all right. Not too much glare. One of my favourite bands, Palmer International, Stop the War on the Pool. I think I've already mentioned these in a previous video not too long ago. This is from 2019 on the Happy People label. 'Cause I think they're a good band. 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 Th and it's 145 of 250. Go and check out Palmer International, fantastic band. There's a bit of ska in there, a bit of reggae, a bit of dub, a bit of soul, brilliant. I've got some more Palmer International stuff to show in a buys and finds type video in the next few weeks. Last album by the Specials, and this one's quite, I found this one quite dark and quite political. I don't really go for a lot of politics and music, to be honest. Don't particularly like people trying to tell me what my views of the world should be. I make my own opinions up from what I see and hear. But I'm a big Specials fan, so yeah, I had to pick it up. It is red. Probably can't see it through the cover. And of course, this would do for the Dead as well. But more of that in a minute. So yeah, artists, bands in your collection where members have passed away. I actually saw this chap about a month or so before he passed away. The King of Rudeness himself, Judge Dredd. And again, I warn you, if you're a lefty snowflake who's easily offended, don't listen. Don't listen to it. Don't go out and search for it. Don't listen to it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, the King of Rudeness, saw him about a month or so before he passed away, down Essex way. Saw him. Yeah, 1988 on Skank Records this is. And if I'd have done my research properly, I could have tell you when they passed away, the dates, but I haven't done any research for it. It's all very Heath Robinson. Edwin Starr. Seen him as well, back in the 80s. Greatest Hits album. I've got another album by his in the collection and a few singles. Great soul singer, Edwin Starr, who enjoyed a bit of a comeback in the 80s, mid 80s, mostly down to the scootering movement. He used to play some of the pubs and the clubs and all that when scooter rallies were on. Huge success he was as well. People loved him, and he'd gig up and down the country as well. Yeah, so yeah, enjoyed a bit of a comeback because of us people riding around on the old scooters, the old Vespers and Lambrettas, and going to the seaside for the old rallies and that. Yeah, brilliant. Love a bit of Edwin Starr. Haven't played any of his stuff for a while actually, so I'll have to dig it out. Another one who I saw do a set on the Isle of Wight scooter rally. August Bank Holiday, I think it was, 1985. One of the fathers of ska, Desmond Decker. Absolutely made my weekend. I was down there at the front, jigging away. Brilliant. There he was in his army greens and his trademark beret. Fantastic. Did all the hits. Israelites, Pick Me Girl, It Mech, which is one of my favourites. 007 Shantytown. He was bloody fantastic. Shame he's no longer with us, but you don't realise how old people are sometimes, do you? Or if they're suffering with illnesses or whatever. But yeah, highly encourage you to go out and get some Desmond Decker into your collection. Brilliant. Bands I've seen or haven't seen who are no longer with us. The Selector. Saw him a couple of years ago for the very first time, and unfortunately since then Arthur Gaps Hendrickson, who shared vocals with Pauline Black. He's passed away after a short illness, I do believe. And yeah, it's a shame. They're fans. I love the Selector. Should have seen them a hell of a lot more. But Pauline's still carrying on. Still carrying on. Wonderful woman. Fantastic band, the Selector. Okay. One chap who's been gone a good few years now. I'm a big fan of him and his band and his previous band as well. Mr. Ian Jury, of course, Ian Jury and the Blockheads, and before then Kilburn and the High Roads. Love a bit of Ian Jury. So much more to him than Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Great singer, songwriter. You could take something as simple as going down to your local corner shop or store just to buy a pint of milk and a newspaper, and he could turn something like that so mundane into a song, you know. Brilliant. And I love that. I love that picture on that sleeve. Probably my favourite picture of him. So yeah, Ian Jury and the Blockheads, never did get to see him. I've never seen these. I wish I had. Oh, so I wish I had. The Beat. Never mind this English beat, British beat nonsense. They are the Beat to me. And of course, you got no longer with us. Died a good few years ago now. Saxa, played saxophone. In the back there, you got Morton Everett, who was drummer. Sadly, no longer with us. And of course, Roger Charlery, aka Rankin Roger. Fantastic band, the Beat. Like the Selector. I don't think they got the plaudits so richly deserved. So yeah, three members of the band gone. I came across this when I was looking for some missing albums. Of course, Sid Vicious. Okay. Did he or didn't he? Who knows? Spongin by name, Sponge by nature. One of my heroes, musical heroes, Laurel Aitken. Some people call him the godfather of ska. I've always known him, and a lot of people have always called him the king of the skinheads. Probably resonated more with the skinhead movement as far as music goes than Prince Buster. So yeah, Laurel Aitken ended his days living. He was living in Leicester. Born in Cuba, ended up living in Leicester. Blimey. Of course, Terry Hall passed away not too long ago. John Bradbury, the drummer, no longer with us. And of course, Rico Rodriguez, who played trombone with the Specials. And there we go, that's Rico. Okay. Finally, one of my musical heroes. He's already had a brief mention. Cecil Bustamante Campbell, aka Prince Buster. Of course, an inspiration to many of these two-tone type bands. I've shown the Beat and the Specials, Madness as well. Huge inspiration. As were they all. But if it wasn't for bands like Madness, the Specials, the Beat, the Selector, Body Snatchers, we wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known about all this marvellous music. I wouldn't have known about this chap. Okay, so there you go. That's my Red or Dead effort. I hope you found something there of interest to you. Go and check out Martin's channel. I'll do the links, etc. Watch, subscribe, watch his Fred video. And like I always keep saying, have a bloody go yourselves. I've told you. Cheerio. Bye for now.